Hey, Tom here, FlipAnythingUSA. So I'm in the field, right? I'm a real estate investor. Been doing this for 39 years, okay? Since I was 19 years old, I've been buying and selling real estate. Made a lot of money. And I'm sharing it with people. Been doing it on my blog for a long time for free. I have a book now. People are buying it. They enjoy it. People ask me to do a mentorship class. It's $5.99 right now. I'm only going to do it for 2 more years, by the way. And the reason I'm really doing it is because I have 2 boys, and they'll be out of high school in 2 years. And anyways, but I'm going to commit to this thing for 2 years. A lot of people want to know, a day in the life of an investor. And I can tell you, I've shared a lot of them. I've made hundreds of videos. And right now it's Sunday morning. I have one of my tenants has expanded, even though we had this, mess of a pandemic. I have some businesses that are flourishing, and some that have hurt, and others that are growing. And in this case, I've got one that's growing, and they've expanded. They wanted more space, and I didn't want to lose them. And I had an opening come up in one of my other buildings. I have about roughly 130,000 square feet. That's about to increase because I got some other stuff in escrow I'm buying. Of office and commercial and industrial rentals. I've had apartments. I've had just about everything. And that's what I teach you how to do, how to accumulate your property. And I'm driving by houses that I own right now. The houses, people know that I buy houses to flip. I buy houses to flip primarily. Now I've held some for my kids. I have 4 kids, and I'm going to sell my daughter one here pretty soon. Or I'm going to help her just go buy one on her own. I'm not going to spoil my kids with any of my wealth. I mean, maybe when I'm dead, then they'll get it. But this is real estate. This is how it really works. You check on your properties, you drive by them. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now. Actually, you'll see this building come up here behind me. Here, I'll give you a little peek. This is actually a building I built, let's see here, that I built about, 18 years ago. And I drive, see, that's what you do. You drive by your stuff. And that's what I teach you, to keep everything nearby. And actually, if you guys have been following me for a long time, I talk about real estate barbell. Bunch of property here, bunch of property here, and then ones you own in between. So I'm kind of driving my barbell because I'm heading to my studio this morning because I'm going to get interviewed by Tom Nash. And if you don't know who Tom Nash is, he kind of goes after fake gurus. And right now I'm driving by a school that I own. I'm checking on that. Hey, you can't really see it, and I'm checking on, that's another 20,000 square foot building I own. I see a bunch of trash bags on the outside that I don't have time to screw with. But I'm going to tell my property manager, hey, we got some bags of trash we need to get inside or get them dumped. I owned all these houses here on my right. I still own one. Here's actually, that's a restaurant right there. I bought that, 720 or 750,000, sold it for 930,000. Again, I haven't been in the field so much here lately, because I've been getting my studio together. It used to be the opposite. That's all I did was these field videos, which, if you like this stuff, listen, I got hundreds of them, pouring concrete, just all kinds of repair and fix up and checking roofs that are leaking on my big buildings. And in fact, right now we're about to pop into a building. This is a building that I actually paid cash for, and it was from the profits on a piece of land that I bought and made a couple $1 million on. And so this is kind of a cool one. Now check this out. This is really cool. Look over there. See that? That's a freeway, right? That's a freeway over there, okay? And now I'm gonna back in here. And I got a giant for lease sign up there. You can see the corner of it in the blue. Okay. I'll get my little selfie stick here so I can walk you guys through. So this is the reality, okay? It's not standing or sitting in a new BMW or a new Ferrari, or I can have all that shit. Right behind me, this is 10 Ferraris behind me, okay? It's 10. I could buy 10 Ferraris for what I paid for this building. I paid cash for this building, by the way. And that's the difference between me and the fakes, okay? The fakes are full of shit. And it's not obvious to everybody. And, I always say, let's see, look at that freeway. Can you see? That is money, folks. That is money. And let me see, I don't want to give away exactly the names of the companies that are in my building. Some weird freak on YouTube. So look, this facade you see here, look at that thing. That's like 100 feet deep. That's something I just finished. In fact, I got my permit on the wall here. I got a permit right here. And let's go inside. See what it does. So, previously at this location, I had a very successful mail order company, actually, that specialized in corsets. I had no idea they were so popular, but apparently they are. So look at this. This is the entry. We got wood floors. This is a conference room here, all glass. Little office here up front, and another office here. Just paintings. You see things are masked. And then go back in here. And it's got a little kitchen going. See this? They're going to be moving in a week, okay? So that's why I'm here on a Sunday screwing around with this stuff. Listen, you treat your customers, your tenants are your customers, okay? And you do everything you can to take care of them and demonstrate to them that you do care, okay? You got to care. You got to care. You don't take care of your customers, you're gonna lose your butt. It'll catch up with you. And I've dropped the ball. Everybody, sometimes you count on people to do things. They don't do what they said they're going to do, and then it comes back and reflects on you. So let's see. These are just, we painted the walls and just kind of tricked it out a little bit. And, they're going to be a bunch of accountants in here. People working, doing accounting. That's one of the things that picked up quite nicely for these folks, is what they specialize in. And so yeah, everything's looking good. It's looking good. I got to take note of little things. There's little things I notice. There might be, a plug switch that's, a little bit off or should be straightened up. I'm afraid to look in here. It's a bathroom. Oh yeah, that's good. So look, these are stainless dividers between the commodes. The mirrors are hung. See the mirrors? That's something I was checking on. Like right now, see this door? This is kind of important. See the door? How it has glass in it? This door needs glass in it. And so what I do, and I've already done it, I did it the day before yesterday, is I'll take a picture and I point. And this goes to my crew to make sure they take care of everything they do. Then I come back here and walk through and make sure that they've done what they're supposed to do. And like right now, see this is an outlet. It just needs a cover. It's got a terminated. It's terminated with a Cat 5. That's, again, these are just little details that as a landlord, I want them to walk in and I want everything to be perfect. I just put down new carpet. Yeah, that seems a little funky right there, but I really shouldn't be able to see it. I don't know if you see it, but I see it. After it walks on a little bit, it'll be hidden. Anyways, you make sure things work. Like I noticed this exit light isn't lit. So this is new. I just noticed this. And I'm going to go ahead and test it too. Yeah. So see that? I'm testing it. It's got a bad battery. Otherwise it'd work. And we're like, see this one over here? This one works. I mean, it's lit. A little different. Let's see what it is. Oh yeah, see? That's what it's supposed to do. Lights are supposed to come on. So if they lose power, you got lights. I even have extra lights. See? You make sure that these work, because if a storm comes in, or a fire or something crazy, you want to make sure that the lights come on, everybody's safe, they can see, they can see how to get out of the building, and that's important. There's actually plenty of light, but I'm going to fix it anyways. But people have to have to have a path to get out. They have to have a path to get out. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. So other than what you saw me just catch, still need a window in the door, battery on that exit light, or a new exit light. There's another Cat 5 that should have the deal on. Anyways, so this thing here, now this is nice, because this is actually typical. Tenants moved out that were here before. These tenants are paying about, 15% more a month than the previous tenants, because the economy is doing well, it's doing good, and with that, rents go up, right? Also taxes too. That's just how it goes. Let's see. But anyways, real estate people work, okay? They work, and I'm no exception. And I could give this all to property managers and that sort of thing to do for me. And I have my own in-house property management. I do use a little bit of outside property management, mostly on houses. Houses I don't particularly like screwing with. But I manage all my, not all, I got maybe a building or two that I let company handle. But it's important to watch your properties, because nobody cares like the owner, right? Nobody cares like the owner. And you know what? We get this screwed up homeless stuff going on. That is no fun for me. Look at that. Damn box springs, all this crap up on top of that transformer box. You know what? Garbage everywhere. A bad city council can really screw you up. And they're ruining values all over Los Angeles. Fine, go camp. Don't camp under a damn bridge. We got guys chronically jaywalking here. Some of them are drugged up and drunk. They always like this. There's a liquor store, right? Liquor store and a gas station. Generally those are assets at an intersection. My poor property took me a long time to get leased because of this bullshit. In the time it's taken me to get this place rented, it would have been rented quicker. Probably would have been rented for more. And okay, it looks like we got a brawl between a couple of hobos. Same old bullshit I have to deal with all the time around here. Anyways, but don't let me turn you out for real estate, okay? This is there's good and bad in this story, right? Rents went up, full, making money. The recent issues we've had to deal with haven't helped rentals either. But you know what? There's not a better life. Buying and selling real estate, holding on to the stuff that cash flows really well is a really good idea. And those rents put my kids through college. They buy me new investments, every few months I can buy a house with the rents that I bring in. That's what I teach in my book, how to buy property, the way how I started. And I started at 19. And you don't need credit. You need the deal. The deal's what you need. And that's what I show you how to do, is how to get the deal. So many people, fake gurus, they get on and they always say, let me show you how. And they say, how. And then at the end they say, the answers are in the links below. And it's just a bunch of bullshit. If you got to be up front and out front. If you got something to sell, say it. If you don't, it's usually because it's ugly. The sales are going to be ugly. It's going to be salesmen, hard pressure. They're trying to get you to call in, get your email, so they can hard sell you. You know, and you don't need it. You don't need it. You know, a good product kind of sells itself. A good product doesn't need high pressure sales and fake promises of wealth, and you know, and trying to play on people's hopes and dreams. I had a dad that was, you know, my dad's passed away, but he was a nice guy. He wasn't a great businessman, but he was a super honest, nice guy, and he was, you know, he was somebody that could be taken advantage of by people that you know, talk out both ends at the same time. You know, it's so. Anyways, but I'm almost to the studio here, so maybe I'll get this out right away. Otherwise, you guys, I'll be getting interviewed here by Tom Nash. Should see something on that, and we'll see if Flip Anything USA. Share, subscribe, buy my book. Number one, buy my book. If you're gonna get screwed and taken advantage of, get taken advantage of for a $10 book. Okay, that'll be a blessing. If you want to go take it further, I got a mentorship class. You can see some of the testimonials that have come out of my mentorship class. Which, that's the other thing. Fake gurus don't have testimonials. They don't have credible people talking about what they've learned and the money they made, because they don't have any. They don't have anything. They can't teach anything. They've never done it. They're full of shit. Anyways, we'll see you. Bye.